Yeah. Let's do this. We're just going to have to go with it.
Yeah.
5,
Computer
4,
issues. Would you
3,
believe?
2, 1. Ding to Microsoft.
Can you guess, kids, what the problem has been setting up today? Yes, that's right.
If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was is gathered there together because today's the day that genders the Monday Club. Beep, 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 beep. Today we have been, yes, Ben Tullett, you are absolutely right. Billy Gates replacement software, Windows did update, and then when we reinstalled the drivers to make sure that they work for the cameras, it updated again.
Yeah,
and
despite the fact that as an admin privilege, I told it and disabled it, and it just re-enabled it. And when I've looked in the Microsoft forum, apparently lots of people are very irate over this.
And guess what? After it updated again.
Yeah.
So we started
we
started setting up at 6. It was 6:50 by the time we were ready to try to go live, and it's still jerking us around. So if you see any jerks, that's what's going on. Windows is still doing things in the background.
If it jerks, that's because Microsoft is jerking us off.
But we are here, and Jenny, do we have a sponsor for tonight's excellent show?
Today's sponsor comes, or today's show even, comes to you in association with Rails of Sheffield, the name you can trust to sell second-hand items to. Anything from a single item to a full collection. They are the name to trust and offer the best prices. They'll pay either cash or alternatively offer you store credit if you wish to change for something newer. Perhaps one of those 009 Blanche or Lindas or Charleses, or maybe even one of the Planet Industrial's Victory class, including Rails of Sheffield's very own Rail Operations Division exclusive. Rails of Sheffield is the name to sell to. They won't cherry pick from your collection. They will buy anything and everything. Check them out at the details down below. Big hello to everybody. We've got Jennifer Horton, Hot Dog Pilot 83, Richard Swiderski, B. Mozza, Valleys 56XX, Ruben Ashwell, Warbler Productions, Stevie Film, Leslie Gilpin, Railways, Flymo Chairman 1, David Scott, Jerry BVR, Iron Horse Railways, Simon Trades Model Railways Showcase, Harry Sedgwick, Clive Cobold, Josh's Railway Adventures, Dean Fielding, Philip Page, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, Tim Maslin, Worthington Model Railway, Rick Morley, Ham Shackleton, Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, Shanghai 264359, who says, good evening all, is it Monday already? Yippee! Absolutely.
I hope it's Monday, otherwise we rushed back to set up for another.
We rushed back for nothing. Piccadilly Model Railway says, hi Jenny and Zoe and everyone, thought I'd pop in and say hello. Big hello to you. Great to see you. We've got Samuel Ives, Jerry BVR, Trackside Mike, Ben Tullett, Bo Minnick, who says, it's been a while. Hello Jenny and Zoe. Big hello to you. Always great to see everybody in. Nick at Bletchton High Level says, hello everyone. What a horrid day for a garden railway. Oh yeah, believe it, it's horrid up and down the country. We've travelled back from London today and it has been horrible wet weather all the way up.
Could I just say, it's not just horrid for a garden railway. What happened to my delivery, Jenny?
Oh yes, Royal Fail decided that instead of bothering to deliver her parcel, they'd whiz it over the side fence. So, first off, 6-foot drop has damaged her retro computer.
Yes, but this thing is from the 1970s. I cannot replace it.
But not content with that, it was then out in the rain for 3 days. So, not only is it damaged from impact damage, but it's sopping wet as well.
Yes.
Big hello to Wigwag Workshop. We've got Wamgok. James Pets, I do approve, says it's been very, very wet in London today. Yeah, we were in...
yeah, don't we know it? We would have to drive through it.
Yeah, we were in Kingston upon Thames this morning and Twickenham yesterday. David Scott, hello to you. Dominic Zed, our Kickline correspondent, says, Jenny Dickey announcement some new Kickline diecast play sets. Absolutely brilliant. Southern Train Girl, Arthur Humphreys, Iron Horse Railways, Southern Train Girl, Euston WHAP, Hot Dog Pilot 63, Phil Metcalf. We have got so many people in. Oswestry Road, TMD, Flymo Chairman 1. So I hope you are all well. And
Jenny, just one question.
What?
Can you beatbox? That it ain't no thing.
Apparently neither of us can beatbox all that well. So, well. So I'm just waiting for the sudden flood of comments. But Enia Oriti says, "Sorry, Jenny. What is the red loco on the layout?"
Is it the Choo Choo Express?
That's an Oxford Rail Janus shunter.
Philip Page, I know your pain.
And Wamgock as well. I know your pain. So wet, the garage flooded. Oh no.
Philip Page, our postman left a parcel in my paper recycling bin just before it was emptied. I had all of them. I used to study law through the Open University. I got my law degree there. And 1 year, they decided to put all of my legal texts in the recycling bin.
Brand new textbooks. And you know how
absolutely
spent,
brand new.
You know, like 30, 40, 50 pounds a book.
Yeah.
And the idiot who delivered them put them in the wheelie bin and then wrote a note and then went, "We have left your items in the wheelie bin," and put that through the door. Of course, the wheelie bin was out because it was bin day. So it all went in the bin lorry. Gone. And when I rang up Royal Mail to complain about this, they tried to tell me that, no,
we wouldn't do that.
they would never do that. And I said, well,
I've
tell
got
you what,
a card that says they have.
I've got a card with the handwriting of your postman that says he put it in the bin.
Yeah. By the way, they're legal texts.
Yes. Hint, hint.
Yeah. This stuff's not cheap.
Yeah. Not only that, hint, hint. Legal person here. But anyway, Angel Share, Model Railways, great to see you. Paul Murphy, Francis Wadsworth, Stevie Films says, "Where is the TARDIS? I don't see it." I think a few people have seen it.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Jen, why did you leave it right there?
Oh, just to check that people were looking. Shall we hide his modesty? Right, there we go. We can.
We're monitoring the situation on the frequency check as well.
Yeah, frequency check. 1 2 1 2.
You can't put it like that.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh dear. So what's going on today? Right. Well, today's
Jenny,
topic.
what have you done this time?
If a particular individual here would like to just give me a chance to say something, today's topic is all about one of the biggest model rail events in the UK.
Is it JennyCon 1?
No. So, today we're going to be telling you when and where we're going to be having the Monday Club Big Weekend Meetup at Warley. Of course, it is Warley this week. We've got quite a few people who have said that they're going to be there, and also we gave away 2 full weekend tickets last week. So really, looking forward to seeing you guys there. J94, big hello to you. Hayward Junction says, "I'm waiting on a bag of sculptor mould being delayed by DPD." Good job, actually, in this weather. They didn't just whiz it over your fence. Because sculptor mould, well, it's just add water and then it goes really hard. And I can imagine... Can you imagine if you'd ordered something like plaster of Paris bandage?
No, I ordered a Fairchild Channel F, the original video game console from the 70s. You cannot get parts for these things.
Let it go. This is the Monday Club. And I'm in charge, so shut up.
Since when?
Since always.
I control the horizontal and the vertical.
I control the content now. Now, shut up. So, we're going to be having a meetup, and this is going to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1400. And the location can be revealed. So, there's the drum roll. And thanks, Gandalf.
Wow, that was a bum note at the end.
Gandalf, just, you be careful with that trumpet. You could have somebody's eye out. So, 1400 on Saturday and 1400 on Sunday. We will be meeting next to the full-size William Loudon Sons PAL brick. Yes, that's right, you heard it correct. One of the exhibits is going to be the William Loudon Sons full-sized PAL brick. Now, Scottish...
I don't believe it's the William Loudon Sons, but you're going to co-opt it.
So will you stop messing about? Right, Scottish Railway Maniac says, "Hi Jenny, I'm wanting to get one of the DCC concept rolling roads in O-Gauge, just trying to work out which controller I can use with it for analog. Would the Gauge Master Combi works? Thanks." Yes, it should work just fine. Any DC controller, although bear in mind, some O-Gauge locomotives can draw a little bit more current. But I have used both a Gauge Master Model D and a Model E controller on O-Gauge, absolutely fine. So right, anyway, the full-size William Loudon Sons PAL brick, although unfortunately they've repainted it so it looks like a normal PAL brick, and they've changed the number so it's a different running number. But yes, we're going to be having a meeting there on the Saturday and on the Sunday at 1400 at the full-size PAL brick. And big thank you, Trackside Mike, very, very generously donated $6.99 Canadian. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for that, for your generosity. And they say, great channel, a great show as always. Thank you so much.
Jenny is very trying.
Alan Reynolds at Buckland Junction says, "The only good thing about this bad weather is you can abandon everything and do some modelling all day long. Unfortunately, I've got to still go to work." Tim Maslin will be there on Saturday. Leslie Gilpin Railways will be there on Sunday. Jennifer Horton says, "Looking forward to seeing the wagon." Absolutely, it's also a great opportunity to scope out the prototype wagon that the Monday Club wagon is based on. Ham Shackleton asks, "Is Banksy going to paint Wilkie Loud on the PAL brick?" Probably not. I think everybody will see who they are if they did that. B. Mozza says, "Hi Jenny, did you get the package?" Yes, we did. Luckily, small enough to fit through the letterbox. So thank you so much. I did get the package from yourself with those dumb buffers. And some other, I think there's some legs there for the Hornby breakdown crane. So thank you so much for those. We will be taking a closer look at those. Model Railway Fantasia says, "Hey Jenny and Zoe and all in chat. Big hello to you."
So Jen,
is Les in?
I don't know.
Saw somebody mention Les. I don't know whether it was
Leslie Gilpin's here.
Aha. John JMC says, "I'll be on the Hornby magazine stand with some layouts on my 009 stock. Come say hi."
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Jen,
Zoe.
So,
yes.
this week, it's all about the run-up to Warley. What would you suggest is the best way to prepare for Warley?
I think you need a massive hold-all bag, preferably zip-up, just to protect the contents. And then this should be filled with used £5 notes, non-sequential bill numbers, and also handily, as the £5 notes go down as you spend them, they will liberate the room for the goodies to go in there. So yeah, a big bin bag full of cash. Big hello to Kev McKay, 85, great to see you. David Scott as well, so PAL brick wagon is on stand B26 according to the plan.
So there you are. B26 or B square?
Yes, B26 or
any other number you prefer.
Absolutely. So should be easy enough to find because it's a full-sized railway wagon. So should be a bit noticeable.
Are you going to pop out of it like it's a cake?
New Junction says they will be around as well. East Coast Steam says, "If you see a big fat guy talking to a little camera, please say hello as I don't bite that much." If you see a big fat bird talking to a camera, then say hello because it's probably me. SHGP Media says, "A Conker's legal tender can do acorns too."
They are on the schoolyard, but I'm not sure at the train yard.
The Angel of Crew says, "Evening Jenny and Zoe and all in chat." Harry Sedgwick says, "Hello, New Junction." We didn't even have to do the magic incantation to rouse New Junction.
No, we mentioned a railway trip at Warley and he turned up.
Yeah.
A shopping cart with a seat is what you need.
Yeah, but they do have seats. The problem is when you get a bit too old for the seats, you tend to get stuck, and then there's that embarrassing moment when the fire brigade have to rock up and point and laugh and take a few pictures before they they free you. I'm free. What's that? Oh, what? No! What have you done? Oh, that's you. That is.
I did not do that on purpose.
Talk to the people.
I'm sorry.
You caused the problem.
The doctor knocked over a wagon. Sorry, I didn't realise it was working. It hadn't moved for 10 minutes. I didn't realise it was on.
You Wally brain. Oh, absolute Wally brain. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch.
That would have worked if you hadn't stopped me.
Oswestry Road TMD says, I see a photo bombing opportunity. New Junction says, hi Harry and Francis. David Findley says, evening all, fingers crossed I'll be at Warley on Saturday. Now don't forget that there is a oh, is that squeaking? Yeah, it is a bit. There is a rail strike on Saturday, so I'm told. So the best thing to do is if say if you're a member of a model rail club or if you've got some friends in the local area, try and carpool, because if you're going on the Saturday, if you're not going on the Saturday, Sunday, I'm told, should be fine.
Or but if you happen to know that your local model shop is taking a load of stock, wait till they're not looking and climb in the back of their van and then hide underneath the pre-owned
and
bin.
Then on the way down, you can have first dibs at the goodies. Right, East Coast team says, if I remember correctly, the NEC always seems to have a shortage of seating. The classic car show last year was the same. I'll just pass out in the corner. So if you have a little folding chair that can fold right down, then might be worth taking. Jerry BVR says, with all that rain, carpool may be taken literally.
Jenny, it's about to come onto the screen. Iron Horse Railway would asks, what is that rather strange orange-looking bomb-shaped thing pulled by the Janus? It's about to come onto screen just now. There it is. There it is.
Hold on.
Nope, it's gone past. Oh, it's there. That one. That one there.
That is
What's that, Jenny? What did you
Shut up, and I'll tell them. That is the KR Models Torpedo wagon, the working livery prototype. So,
does it spin?
It does actually. So let me just make sure that the train won't go anywhere, and let's see if I can make it spin. I haven't quite mastered this. Is it spinning?
Yes, it is. Looks pretty good.
So there we go. It's spinning. Is it coming back up?
Give it a minute. Yes. Oh, that is cool. Oh, it's gone the other way now. Oh.
There we are, stopped it. It takes a bit of a knack to control that.
So you haven't quite got it yet, but it's very interesting.
I haven't quite got the knack. It's but no. That is the KR Models fully functioning torpedo wagon. These are the type that you see at the Appleby Frodingham Steelworks. And it's a forthcoming model. They have announced it previously. So this is an exclusive, but not such an exclusive that nobody knew that this model was going to exist. The order books aren't open yet. Leslie Gilpin Railway says, wait for the locos to tip over.
I was just imagining you were going to somehow manage to mess it up so that the barrel stayed still and the train rotated.
What, the entire room rotated instead? No, it's a molten iron a torpedo wagon. So it's used within the steelworks for transporting the molten iron from the blast furnace to the rolling mill, where it's turned into like steel coil, ingots, steel bar, hex, that kind of thing. Ginty Steam says, interesting class of diesel too. Yeah, it's sat there with my Janus Shunter, which is an Oxford Rail model. Actually, one of the best kept secrets and best value chassis out there. And so, what are you messing about?
I'm trying my best to get you inside the outline.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
The Janus model, actually, you could get them for under £50 at one point, and it's a super smooth running chassis. Trackside Mike says, Jenny, did you say it's for a steel mill? Yeah, well, they're used for transporting molten iron ore between the blast furnace, where the iron ore is created. So, not iron ore, the molten iron. I keep saying iron ore for some reason. I had the same thing when I filmed the video. I had to keep stopping and redoing bits. But basically, it transports the molten iron from that to where it be rolled into something. B2000 Arrow Toys Johnson says, hi, Jenny and Zaya fitted the new wheels and couplings to Henrietta, and she's now being pulled by Toby and just needs window glazing. Excellent.
Cool.
David, it's my mother always says, watching UFO on TV. Sure, that Torpedo was just on screen.
I've only seen a couple of episodes when I was growing up, and it looked good.
Gingy Steam asks, Janus, how is it spelled? I think it's Janus.
Yes, it's from ancient Greek, isn't it?
It's the Roman two-headed god.
Roman, that's it. I can't remember what his name is.
Southern video photographer, big hello to you. Does that mean they're late?
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Wagons. Wagons? I've been round here too long. Frodo
Gandalf,
Wagons
have
now.
you been on the...
I have been in... I have been partaking of the halfling leaf. A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Wagons. Nor is he early. He runs precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Now, you get back to smoking your leaf.
I will.
Right, so anyway, we're going to get that moving again. So,
is there anything that sounds like Frodo in terms of trains, like Toad Hall or something like that?
No.
Oh.
So,
we need a Frodo Wagons.
James Pett says, I didn't know they had railways in ancient Greece. Now, it's named after the
Roman god who could see the past and the future at the same time, I believe.
Yeah, and it's basically it's because the locomotive is symmetrical. It's got a cab in the middle and two bonnets, one at either end that's exactly the same length. Tail Lamp asks, new Bachmann 37s. No, I haven't got any of the new 37s, I have to say. We
have had a few people ask, one person asked several times and then delete his comment because he got the spelling wrong. Sorry, I didn't want to point that out, but I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I was going to. Are you aware of what Hornby is intending to announce on the 26th?
Well, no, because they've not announced it yet.
So I will ask again. Do you have any ideas of what you might like them to announce?
I don't know. Should we look at what other people have announced? See what could inspire them. No, just having a laugh there. I've no idea. There's a little part of me thinking it might be something to do with TT. Certainly, they've been pushing that quite hard.
A Gronk.
Didn't they already announce
a TT Gronk?
I think they already announced that.
A TT Mega Gronk.
Yeah. But,
I have joined the TT club, but of course it'll take about a month.
Yeah,
I would expect.
People are asking when and where for the meetup. It's 1400 on the Saturday and the Sunday at the Palbrick Wagon. Now, the Palbrick Wagon has been kindly provided by KR Models, and it's a full-size real Palbrick. So they've paid for transportation to get it there.
Nice.
And hopefully to get it back home again afterwards. But it'll be one of several full-size real railway exhibits that will be in the hall.
There is a TT Gronk, yeah.
I told you. Does nobody listen to me?
What?
So it's like all these words coming out my mouth and you're just ignoring me. Right. So
Ian Scott Taylor says, I hope it's a new 00 Black 5.
Ooh. I'll be honest.
Wasn't Ellis Clark doing the O-Gauge one?
Yes. But
I remember that. It
yes.
was very good.
But, see, I don't know. And there's a little part of me thinking that highly likely would possibly be a TT announcement. It may even be something like, surprise, it's all available now. Do you want to buy some?
That would be cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. It could also be that, like, surprise, the two MTs here they are, or surprise, the 88 DS is here. So, Anaya Ority says, Jennifer, half the freight train is missing.
What freight train?
No, it isn't. No, Everything's where it should be. No, it's not. Warbler Productions has surprisingly found the TARDIS.
Really? My goodness.
Tim's Mother Railway in different videos asks, are you going to buy a lot of stuff at the train show, Jenny? Yes. Ginty Steam says, can we all fit in a PAL brick wagon? No, we can't all fit. It's not that big.
It's not a yellow submarine.
James Petts asks, do you know what size wheels that the Jenny Monday Club wagon uses? I don't even know what size the real ones are, but let's measure the real ones when we're there and then work out that they should be approximately 1/76th the size.
What makes you think that, Jen?
Ron's Garden Railway, so I think it might be the P2 that's coming out. So there's a lot of people having a guess. Although Rich Twidersky says, Jenny, have you seen the 3D printer from Humbrol? I have not.
The what?
I have not. Colour me a shade of rather intrigue.
Which pot would that come from? Umbro.
Yeah, big lot of halfling pot.
Number 264.
Yeah.
Intrigued.
All the freight trains are present and correct, and the length that they started out at. East Coast Steam says, would you buy a set if they were on sale? A set of TT. I don't know, to be honest. I don't actively model that scale. Would I? I don't know. You see, you've got to remember, I'm already doing 00. I'm also doing O gauge. I'm doing 009, and I have plans for HO US outline. So to add another scale and gauge to that, I suspect not at this stage, but never say never. Oh. 156 Andrew says, hi Jenny and chat. Sorry, I'm late.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Wagons, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks Gandalf.
You're welcome.
Still on the halfling leaf. These people could be anywhere. Right, Howard Pomfret, evening to you, Model Railway Noob. It says, Ben Davis, the S160 would be good. Yeah, S160 would be nice. Hot Dog Pilot 63 asks, does it really take 24 hours to dry it? Is this the 3D printer? James Pett says 3 gauges and 3 scales. Yes. David, it's my model railway, says Humbrol AXG 9172. 3D printing mini printer. It's $169.95 from
They're getting
Rails.
affordable.
They are actually. I remember when they were hideously expensive and a bit rubbish. Jerry BVR, I think a few people as well have said Frodo Wagons.
I like Frodo Wagons. I think he'll stick around.
Ben Davis reminds us all that TMC are having a Black Friday sale, 40% off some of the Steam trays. There's some really great deals out there, and in answer to will I be buying stuff at the show? I think, is the Pope Catholic? I'd hope he is. Did anybody check?
We did a comic of that.
Yes, it's like, did you check? Did you ask him? So, but we just assumed.
I'm from the Vatican and find out.
Daniel's OO Model Railways, big hello to you. Ben, we've read that one out. Everybody say, oh, go on, you want TT120. I have no space. All my space is taken by this fabulous thing and other fabulous things.
To be fair,
yes.
It wouldn't take up much space.
And yes, Ron's Garden Railway, absolutely. I also have 5-inch gauge as well, which we're picking that back up on Thursday. It's been away for some repairs in my dad's workshop because he managed to get it seized up, so he's unseized it. So the 5-inch gauge 14XX is now fixed, picking that back up on Thursday. Anea Oriti, there's nothing missing on the train. You'd know if it was missing because it'd go round and go thump and pick it up at the front. Just to throw people off, the brake van is at the front of the train. But what you've got to remember is that it is a fully fitted train. And my understanding is that in a fully fitted train, all of the brake pipes would be connected up. So if even just the last wagon slipped its coupling and fell behind, it would pull apart the vacuum hoses and cause the brakes in the full train to come on. Hence, the brake van is at the front for the comfort of the guard. Daniel's OO Model Railway says, train strikes may be stopping me from going. That's a shame. The rail strikes, as I understand it, are only on the Saturday, not the Sunday. And it may be that it's something, just try car sharing if you know anybody else who's going by car. Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, says, what's the grey steam loco going around? Let's see if we can pick that up. There it goes. That is the D class. It's a Daypole D class, was done as an exclusive for Rails and the National Railway Museum. And it's pulling a trio of birdcage coaches. So let's see if we can, there it goes again.
Go.
David Scott says, correct, Jenny. Absolutely, yeah. So my understanding of fully fitted trains, certainly going back to when guards did still have the brake vans, if the train is fully fitted and all the pipes are joined, then it doesn't really matter where the brake van goes. If the brake van's on the very end, the problem you find is that the end vehicle in a train has a habit, especially shorter wheelbase items like vans, open wagons, and brake vans as well. They're not that long a wheelbase. They have a habit of hunting, and they can become quite unpleasant to ride in. So it was not uncommon for the brake van in fully fitted trains to not be at the end of the train, because you've got to remember that the brake van as well on a fitted train would be at the very least through piped, meaning that the guard could also apply the brake from where they were simply by opening the valve. And certainly if you go out far enough, some of the brake vans were actually braked as well and provided braking force. Malcolm Moore says, I also tried to get train tickets to the NEC and the train line basically said I had two hopes. Bob Hope and no hope. We'll ask Bob if he'll give you a lift. Warbler Production says, if I had to rely on trains on Sunday, I wouldn't be able to get there. Fortunately, my dad has given me a lift on Sunday. Got to go by bus on Saturday, though. Flymo Chen once says,
once you're there, you'll enjoy it, and that's what you've got to remember.
Paul O'Donovan says, greetings from Ireland. On move on Friday for Warley show for 2 days. Ooh, brilliant. James Petts asks, are there any birds in the birdcage coaches? I don't know, but on the streets of Twickenham we saw a guy, bold as brass, wandering along with a massive parrot on his shoulder.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful, but you looked at it and you thought, yarg. Hoist the Jolly Roger, Jem lad. But yeah, no, really, really great. Ham Shackleton asks, is Ollie's brake van going to be at the NEC? His vlogs have been absent for a couple of weeks now. I don't know. It'd be very expensive. Bear in mind, it'd be very, very expensive to get any item of even just rolling stock to the NEC. And as such, I doubt that Ollie would want to spend what could amount to like five grand or more, when that money would be much better spent on buying more rolling stock or getting stuff repairs done. So I very much doubt that Ollie's brake van is there, unless somebody else has gone, we'll pay for it. But no, I don't think so. Leslie Gilpin Railway says, I once rode in a brake van on BR. On the outward trip, we were propelled by a Class 40, quite comfortable. On the way back behind the 40 and 25 loose-coupled wagons of iron ore, an awful ride, absolutely. Charlie Chip says, Billy's replacement carpool. So, essentially, yeah, if anybody is going by car and is willing to take passengers, it may be that if they say the rough area they're going from and the route maybe that they plan on taking and the day that they're going, and we can see if we could match people up with a car share. It might happen. H. Walker Steam and Heritage Rail Vids, it's all dependent on the wheelbase of the brake van, Jenny, not just how big they were. Well, yeah, absolutely. It's about the length of the wheelbase. Being a 6-wheel van as well would probably make a difference. The Queen Mary brake vans being more akin to a coach. You know, they were bogeyed. They were apparently quite a good runner. James Petts approves of the Pirates of Kingston upon Thames. Absolutely, it was quite a nice place. But those phone booths that are knocked over in the centre of Kingston upon Thames, nothing to do with us. The Covered Monkey merely lent on one. It was presumably already...
They were already like that when I leaned on it.
Yes, officer, they definitely were. Jennifer Horton says, somewhere in Zoe's video list as a brake van video from me. Woohoo! James Pett says, the rough area that people are going from. What if people are going from a nice area? Ooh, a wrong side of the tracks joke. Mother Owen Noob says, if it's a rough area, people might not want to join them. Yes. Yes, maybe you, instead of walking through a rough area, you might like to try running. Oh, interesting. Ron's Garden Railway says Denver Light Railway are taking a 7.25-inch gauge to the NEC. Ooh. Donga's Mother Railway says, the Queen Mary brake van, London Brighton South Coast AC powered motor luggage van. Ooh. Hot Dog Pilot 63. Anybody driving through Buckinghamshire to get to Warley? Anaya Oriti says the video froze. It seems to be all right at the moment. I think we're still game on here. So, has the Doctor moved anywhere? Well, can I just say, Zoe, that the Doctor cannot be seen in that location.
Doctor couldn't be seen in several locations.
Can I just say where you have put the Doctor?
I haven't put the Doctor anywhere. Shut up.
The actual frame ends at the top of the tunnel.
I haven't put the Doctor anywhere. Shut up.
Well, Horton says, I used to guard... Oh, what? We have frozen. Hello?
Oh, for goodness. Look at that. CPU use 2.2%.
Yeah, this is Crapdos doing this. Right, we're back. It started moving again. Philip Page says, I'm editing my video of War of the Worlds that I made on Saturday. I approve of that. Yeah. Oh, gosh, I know that layout well on account of having helped build it. Oh, it's good fun. It's nice to see that it's still out there.
Doing it again.
Buffering. Right, this is Crapdos.
This is
downloading
Windows
something.
is messing us around again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, guys. This is going to keep happening until Microsoft is sued. Essentially.
Yeah, someone is going to sue them. A class action billing them for wasted time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about this. We're going to stick on as long as we can.
Gordon Hanning, Pizza Wheel of Death. Are we back? Is it?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay. So I'll try changing angle.
Yeah,
image.
We can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, so there are a number of announcements going to be made at Warley. Now, I actually
announced that.
Yes. Now, I do know what some of them are, but not what all of them are. And because they're all embargoed, I'm not telling you what any of them are. But as I understand it, Hornby are doing an announcement of something. I'm assuming it's a new model or something. I honestly don't know.
It's going to be a new scale, isn't it? They're going to go even smaller.
What's that?
They're going to pull out one of their TT scale, open it up, and it's going to be an even smaller scale inside.
Ooh. Right. What was I going to say? Your fault. So Hornby are making an announcement. I don't know what that is. Hellion will be making some announcements. I do know what they are, but I'm not going to tell you. Rapido Trains are making some announcements. I do know what they are. I'm not going to tell you. I believe KR Models are making some announcements. I do know what they are. I'm not going to tell you.
Will William Loud be making any anal announcements?
The ghost of William Loud Senior? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What's gone on there?
Nothing.
Ham Shackleton says, I heard that Hornby are having made 3D printed scale models of Simon. Will they be in village stocks? Oh dear. He's a great guy, is Simon. I've talked to him on and off the records a number of times. And what you got to remember is Simon is the public face of Hornby, but he's not necessarily the guy making the decisions. He's the guy who is paid to sell that, basically sell the strategy to the public. Yeah. So don't take it out on Simon, because Simon is a great guy and it's not his fault.
It's like if I decided that all of a sudden we were going to do the Monday Club in 3D smell-o-vision, and you all complained to Jenny because of what it smells like up here, and then it turned out that she wasn't to blame because I'd done it.
Yes, you have done it. Now stop farting. Dongit's Mother always says, how exploded was his email box after he gave out his own email in that stream? It could be worse, actually. I know of people who on BBC Radio accidentally gave out their home phone number instead of the studio number because, you know, it's sort of ingrained in your head. And when they gave out and they suddenly went, oh, no. I remember the traffic reporter on Radio 2 once accidentally gave out her home number.
Oh my goodness, I bet she got a lot of calls.
Yeah, a lot of people going, oh. But
we already know the truth, Zoe, says Stevie Film. That is true.
Yes, the truth is that Zoe sniffs bottoms.
Do not.
Yeah, busy. I'm hard at work.
I am
busy. And Ben Tillett says, question is, will Sam still be coupled up to his girlfriend with giant nem hook couplings? Who? What? Sam who?
I think that's a joke from something that we don't know about.
Yeah,
guys, we can't know everything. You've got to explain these things.
West Highland Terrier 37s asks, is the Sakura scale doing anything new? I can't remember. I can't remember. They have told me about some things and other things they haven't.
I think we can all agree that every company is planning something. Whether it gets announced this time or next time or the time after is depending on how quickly they get things done. But they're all planning something.
David, it's my mother hour, says, I have emailed Simon and had a reply. He does reply. You know, give him credit. He is very good at communicating. Egg Rider, big hello to you, says, Simon has been giving out his email on and off for a long time. It's already well known before the video. Also, bear in mind, that's his work email. That's not his personal email.
You've got to bear in your mind. Does that explain a lot of your headache?
It's like on Facebook. I happen to know where to find Simon's personal profile. And it's like if you went and sent him a message, he generally probably wouldn't answer because it'd be like, no, this is my private life. Now get lost.
Go back to the other one.
Much the same. I mean, I must admit, and it's I'm not an ignorant little git or anything. But if people send a message request to my if people send a message request to my private social media accounts, the ones that I use to keep in touch with family and stuff, you're probably not going to get a reply. It's not that I haven't seen it. It's just that it's like,
you don't want to encourage
use
that.
the official channels, for God's sake.
Yeah, you don't want to encourage that. And also, if you've only got one channel where the official question and business stuff comes in and out of, it's much, much easier to keep on top of what you're doing, who you're replying to, and when.
H. Walker Steam and a Heritage Rail vid says, if you install smell-o-vision, you could smell sort or diesel fumes, Jenny. Yeah, unfortunately, a smell-o-vision, you'd have also got a full blast of Iron Horse Railway's rendition of the Coronation Street theme, using the lips that never say anything other than carp.
Jen, that is a terrible, terrible euphemism, and I am absolutely here for it.
Belmont Junction says, and we won't get them for another 2 years, as most of the pre-orders at the moment. James Pett says, I approve of official channels. Absolutely. James Pett says, an N-gauge class 15 from Rabido would be very interesting. Certainly would.
Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep.
And James Pett says, I approve of a non-olfactory version of the
Beep, beep.
Monday Club. Yeah, I think most people do.
People who've been here definitely do.
Yeah, they're people who smelt the cupboard monkey. There are many reasons why she's called a cupboard monkey.
I love you too, my dearest darling wife.
Yes, I love you
Who
too.
was sleeping in the shed tonight.
No, not you are. Worthington Mother Rose says, I'm thinking about building a TT120 exhibition layout.
Nice.
I think quite a few people will be doing.
I
Certainly,
like the idea of the scale. My problem is that Engage is kind of taken that
Engage?
niche.
yeah, to some extent. And I think as well, 009, for me, holds all the cards in terms of using all the same scenery and stuff that I'm already well and truly used to. But at the same time, you can get a very, very small 009 layout. And I believe actually when Bachman at, I think it was at Ali Pali, was showing off the working models of the Quarry Hunslets, first of which is now coming through to the shops. But they actually had it going around a little layout that they'd made. Well, it was like a little demonstration thing. And it was capable of taking a corner where the inside edge was a 2p coin.
Wow.
So imagine the inner rail was the rim of the 2p coin, and then they put another rail around the outside. And this little locomotive was quite happily chugging round that.
That is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely tiny. And Model Railway Noob, absolutely 009 for the win. Peter Jackson Cheadle, he says, I would like to see some N-Gauge ICI hopper wagons from Rapido or Revolution. Yeah, and Alan Reynolds at Buckland Junction says, as for car sharing for Warley NEC, could peeps comment from where they are going from and route so others could make a connection and to share fuel parking too? Just a thought, I'm not going. Yeah, that's but if people are prepared to car share, it's particularly if you've got a car and you're driving in it to Warley and you have a spare seats or anything, then absolutely. Warbler Productions asks, what time will the videos be on tonight? I said, do we have quite a few?
We do, but I'm worried at the moment about this staying
Seems
stable.
to have stabilised a little
That
bit.
is true.
So I'm saying that we should start a little bit earlier because... What's this?
There you go. It was Windows Update causing problems.
I
Again. This will be the 4th time today that it's wanted to restart.
But I find it arrogant that it's just turned that on.
Yeah.
I turned that off in the what's it called? The task scheduler. It's turned off. I disabled the function, and yet it just turned itself back on.
Yeah,
Right.
it sucks.
So we've new releases. I think the biggies have been in 009. We've seen Britomart, which is the is it the Penny-Roysod? Sorry, Penny-Roysoth Quarry Hunslet. Tiny thing. And don't worry if all the shops are saying that they've sold out of the ones that have come. There is another chunk of them on the way. I suspect that
I think
Bachman flew in some.
I think I've worked out what Hornby's going to be announcing.
What?
Transforming trains.
No.
It's the ultimate idea. You open it up and it transforms into a big hand and it just takes all of your money. And that way you don't have to buy any more trains.
Ron's Garden Railway says, I worked for Triang when I started working and had shelves of TT, but it didn't sell as well as 00. No, TT just wasn't so successful back in the 60s and 70s. Ben Tuller asks, I wonder if Bachman or Pico will be planning an 009 scale Tin Turtle. It's... I don't know, it'd be quite small. I think Bachman have proven that you can make tiny locos and they work with the little Quarry Hunslets. Now, there are lots of... I believe that there are more liveries for Quarry Hunslets that they could do. But also, they wowed the model railway world in releasing Linda, Blanche and Charles. in the original forms of the mainline Hunslets, so called because they operated the bulk of the traffic on the Penryn Railway's main line to the port.
The Penguin Railway?
Penryn.
Penguin.
No. And certainly they have been selling out ever so quickly. I'd like to think that there's more on the way. But we've also got 3 more versions of the Quarry Hunslets, including the no-cab versions, are due in the new year. But they've sold incredibly well. What it's proven, what Bachmann are proving over and over again, is that 009, in all honesty, is pretty much the growth area for models and that. So, what's this?
So this is from Human City Junction, and it's a short.
Oh, right. Do they not come out in a really silly format?
They do.
So can I just say, please, 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 turn your phone on the side.
You can't. If you're doing a short, it comes out like this. This is YouTube attempting to get the phone generation.
Oh, yeah, getting like down with the kids.
Down with the kids, mate. Down with the kids. So we're going to start off. Today we have from the video set. We're starting a bit early to try and catch up with all of these. This one's from Human City Junction. And it says the video has sound and lighting from Broadway Limited Imports.
Oh, right, okay.
Happy Halloween. It's a Halloween one. This is as big as I can make it.
Okay.
I apologise right now.
I've just put it up.
Yeah, I was trying to get it on screen. Ooh.
Is the sound on?
The sound is not on because I don't know what volume it will be.
Billy's replacement thingy.
Oh!
Yeah, Ruben Ashley, not too keen on YouTube shorts, to be honest. Yeah, you and me both. I
found some good stuff.
I on principle refuse to watch them because I despise having to turn my phone that way up.
Some of the stuff that, some of the comedy stuff is great. And it's perfect for YouTube shorts.
I just don't like this idea of not holding your phone properly.
I know. James Pett says, I prefer proper trousers. This is really well done. I'm loving it. However, it is a short, so I think we may have seen all of it now.
Yeah, it's from Human City Junction. And thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Great, thank you.
So that was brilliant. Thank you so much. Oh, right. James Pett says you can get shorts to play like normal videos with a Firefox plugin.
But they're still vertical. Cool.
Okay.
I have to say, I will be doing a lot more YouTube shorts as soon as I can work out how to do more YouTube shorts because, like I say, they're perfect for comedy. So the stuff I used to do with the Book Room Comedy Club, I'm splitting out and I'm putting up as shorts as soon as I work it out.
Absolutely right. So, I think by and large, people are saying here that they like the phone to be on the side like a TV. So what have we got here? This is from Jennifer Horton. It says, please find attached a short video for consideration for the Monday Club. That sounds like the letters that I used to write to agents back when I was trying to get an agent. It's like, I'd like to I've enclosed a body of work. Please, I'd be honoured if you would consider it. You don't need to...
You do not have to be that formal
just
with
go,
us.
Oi, Jenny, show this.
Yeah, here's something for you. Wrap your eyes around this. Would you like to read the bit of...
I'm about to, if you'll shut up. Right, knowing
Jenny, what was the bit underneath?
Knowing Jenny's love of brake vans, here is 5 minutes of edited footage taken from the brake van whilst I was guarding the Welshpool and Llanfair Light Railway's vintage train on various occasions during 2018 and 2019. This is the UK's only timetabled mixed train. Built on a tight budget, the railway avoided earthworks by accepting steep gradients and several humpback summits along its route, giving a gradient profile similar to a roller coaster.
Cool. Let's see this. For those asking what the point of YouTube Shorts is, from a comedy point of view, it gets you in front of comedy fans without them having to sit through a build-up or anything like that. It's like rapid fire. Like, think of the Fast Show. That kind of thing. That's how good it is. Here we go.
Yeah.
If you press the button, here we go.
Yeah.
God's eye view of a GWR roller coaster.
East Coast Steam says, I'm going to invent YouTube trousers to compete with shorts. I'll get my crumbs. Andy81E says, hello, Monday Club. That implies that they're running late.
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Wagons. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks Gandalf.
You're welcome.
Wow, this is good. I like this. Well, look at the view.
That is gorgeous. David, it's my model railway, says, I didn't buy a 20-inch wide monitor just to watch a portrait video. That'll fill 3 inches.
To watch a tiny little strip in the middle.
I understand exactly what you're on about, but this is...
No.
This is how people you watching are looking.
No, it's how certain people watch.
Basically TikTok. Yes, as it's GP Media. Basically TikTok, only it's not being completely looked through by the Chinese government.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! I like that, with the little hatch on the end, so you can see what's going on. So you can wave to the plebs in the coaches.
And by the way, when I mentioned that the TikTok looked at by the Chinese government, yes it is. And instead, for Google, it's going to be looked at by whoever looks at Google and won't tell you.
Yeah.
So you pays your money, you takes your chance.
The only place where you can pretty much guarantee now that nobody looks at it is Twitter, because they've either fired or had walkout. Or
That's not true.
Big hello
MySpace.
A big hello to SDJR7F88. Evening to you. And of course, SDJR7F88 will be at Warley with, is it Amiens 1918, which is an 009 layout set during the First World War. And one particular highlight, which I for one will certainly be looking out for on that layout, is the very innovative use of forced perspective to depict the roads running into the back scene and appearing to disappear into the future. Into the distance.
Yes.
So big hello to Callum.
Back scene to the future. It's Jenny's new railway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, shut up. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I like that bush.
That is a lovely model.
Is that a rhododendron?
Where'd you get that
Oh,
model?
I
How
like
did you
their
weather
garden.
it? Look at the animation on that flag.
Is there a mute button on you?
No.
This is nice. I like this. Skipsy Train says, good evening, Jenny. Good evening, Zoe. I hope you are well. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late.
I'm sorry, I was partaking of the halfling leaf.
Yeah, we could tell. It's like...
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Wagons. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
You're welcome. This is really cool. I'm enjoying this.
I'm enjoying this. This is actually a really nice tour of the Welsh Pool and Llanfair Railway.
How do I get them to look at my channel, says SHGP Media? I want the view count. To be honest with you, what I'm going to actually start doing as well, you might see some more stuff turn up as shorts on Jenny's channel too, because I'm kind of I'm the one that runs the background stuff of it.
Can you make shorts that are the right way round?
No. And let me put it this way. If I can work out a way of getting some shorts of just train footage running that people will watch, then we will be doing some of that.
SDJR7F88 says, yes, Amiens 1918 tracks and trenches. By all means, pop it by with some 009 if you want a run with it. Is it DC or DCC? It's just I'm going to be buying a load of... I've got a mainline Hunslet on order, which I'm picking up at the show.
Very nice.
Oh, this is
On
nice.
the plus side, Rumble is a great turnkey solution for mirroring. I don't know what that's all about. Mirrors from YouTube automatically. That's very cool. What is it? I don't know what Rumble is. Can you please tell me what Rumble is? Because if it's something that we should be on...
Rumble in the jumble.
If it's something we should be on, then let's definitely try it. Because the more people that get to see cool stuff, the better. And that's always my view of things.
Yeah. Talking of views, this is
beautiful.
wonderful.
Yeah, you're loving it.
Interesting.
Take care, H Walker Steam and Heritage
Absolutely.
Heritage Rail Vids.
Take
always a pleasure.
Absolutely. We do appreciate it is a school night.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
DC or not DC operates both.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was
video.
lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I will be by to test run my new Bachmann locomotive.
Should do a flyby testing.
Yes, flyby night.
Rumble is a video hosting service like YouTube. I mirror my videos there. Right, I'll have a look into it. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that out. Thanks for that. Right, there's a lot of people going to be at Warley, so just to repeat, for those who might not have been here at the start, we're planning on having a meetup. The Monday Club Big Warley meetup will be at 1400, that's 2 in the afternoon, on both the Saturday and the Sunday, and we're going to be doing it at the Palbrick wagon, which has been sponsored to be at Warley by KR Models because it's the prototype of the all-new wagons that they are making, which includes the Monday Club wagon. So if you want to see the full-size prototype of what the latest Monday Club wagon is based on, and we're hoping, fingers crossed, that they may even be actual livery samples. But don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if they'll make it in time for Warley. John JMC says, I'll be on the Hornby Mag stand. Come and say hello. Absolutely, will be. Yeah, because I've got 3 locomotives to have the sound reblown. So I do need to speak to you about that.
Sound reblown. There you go, it sounds now. Is that what you're about?
No. Right, so next video, this is from
Model Railway Noob.
So there's if you scroll back up so I can read it. So, hi Zoe and Jenny, please find enclosed a short video edited for the Monday Club. The video features 2 of the new Planet Industrials Care Stewart Victory locomotives. One is the Inland Waterways and Docks loco, and the other is from the Rail Operating Division, which is a Rails exclusive model. So, right, let's have a look.
Let's take a look-see. Oh, I just realised I haven't put up the link for the previous video.
Oh, right, okay. Raymond Legg says, brake van behind the loco. That's because it's a fully fitted train. And my understanding is that if a train was fully fitted, it didn't actually matter where in the train the brake van went. Because the reason for this is because if they're all bagged up so that the vacuum brake was operable on all of them, and they've done the proper brake check, which they're supposed to do, then if even just the final wagon slipped its coupling and came off the back of the train, then all of the brakes would automatically apply because the vacuum would be destroyed by the brake hoses pulling apart. So there was actually no need for the brake van to be at the back of the train in a fully fitted train. And also because the brake van itself would have at the very least been through piped, which meant that the guard would have the means to apply the brakes. So this particular livery for me was the standout livery for this type of locomotive, the models that have come through from Planet Industrials. You might be pleased to know that I have got one on order again, picking it up at Warley.
You mean I've got more things to edit from you? My goodness.
Ben Tullett reminds us that there are 259 of you in the chat, but only 80 likes. Do please tickle that like button and also share the stream on social media. Oh, I do like that with the
that war memorial was amazing.
This loco is running nicely at slow speeds.
Yes. Apparently this was filmed before running in. So
filmed before a live studio audience.
Very nice.
Really lovely locomotive, actually. Nice layout as well. But this particular type of locomotive, people have been asking about was I going to get one of these? And yes, it's on order. I'm picking it up at Warley, along with... I've got 2 things on order. So there are 2 locomotives that I am definitely picking up at Warley. One of which is the Isle of Wight...
Oh my goodness.
Not Isle of Wight. the Inland Waterways and Docks livery, the Victory that you've just seen on the screen. One of those, and the other one is a mainline Hunslet. Can't remember whether I've ordered Linda or Blanche, but we'll be picking both of those up at the show.
This is a lovely layout.
Yeah, this one is the Rails exclusive model. Really are nice, actually. I do like these.
The way that back scene just fades, it's so well done.
Yeah, we've seen this layout a few times and it always looks brilliant. So this is the ROD, Rail Operations Division, and we've got a Parrot wagon there in War Department livery with the First World War tanks.
I love how they've stuck a cloth across the top of the tank so that it won't be seen.
No, I think that's just to stop rain from getting in through the
Jen,
turrets.
it's a joke.
You can get a really nice kit from Airfit. So both the male and the female versions of those tanks. Those are the Renault.
They look like duck beaks on top.
They're the Renault FT7 tanks. Funnily enough, they were actually the most long-lived tank design ever. Designed for the First World War, made by Renault, I believe.
Look at the size of that.
But some of them were in use around the world until the 1980s.
Whoa!
Oh, very well done. I like that.
That was very well done.
The Bosch Buster. I've got one, but not in the camouflage livery. I've got the sort of plain khaki livery. FT17, Mother Railway Noob says.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Warbler Productions says the A in Blanche is a short one, not long. So it's not Blanche, it's Blanche. And yes, I did know she was the wife of Charles Pennant, the then owner of the Penryn Quarry. Richard Swiderski says, oh, there might be water tanks. Which is actually why tanks are called tanks. Right. Jennifer Horton says World War I tanks were transported without the side. So these are the sticky outside pods. And this was to fit in the loading gauge. Hence the tarpaulin. Because otherwise you'd have a big hole into the middle of the tank.
Fair enough.
Which all the weather would get in.
So what we've got here...
Dongett's Model Railway. This is here's a construction update video on my layout. It's a bit long to play in its entirety. So feel free to skip through.
So, if you want to see the full thing, we'll put the link in, of course.
Absolutely. And I believe we followed this layout as it's been constructed.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to dip in and see
17 minutes if you want to have a good look at it.
But it's showing some really great construction here. And you can see there where there's going to be a bridge and stuff. But it's a really interesting look at how to construct the topography of a model layout. And I think, sometimes that's something that's really helpful to people to be able to see how these things are best built. Nice use of thin plywood triangles to give you strength without too much in the way of additional weight. Good access to the undersides.
I like how you can just plug and unplug those together. You do that a lot, don't you? Especially for your modular parts.
Absolutely.
Because it does work.
Flymo Chairman says, in between films, if folks know their stall numbers for Warley, so if you've got a layout there or you're on a stand, do post the which one you're on so that people know who to look out for. Yeah, a lot of people going on about Doctor Who, Doctor Pooh and his Turdis.
Do you want to jump on a little bit? It's a fair height. I mean, you can see...
But some lovely
You can see by the fact that you can see where his legs are, just how tall this thing is.
Some lovely woodwork here, I have to say. I do
approve.
extra
braces?
Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of strength with some quite thin plywood. I think this is what happens when you cut a piece of wood slightly too short.
Either that or he's leaving room for something else.
It might be for the bit that goes the other way.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. Have your little bracing piece.
So those pieces that you saw before loose are now being fixed on the back. Right. That's how we cut the... Yes. Right, I understand now. So these look to be... Are these the point... What are these? PCB
PCBs.
ways.
Whoa. So he's picking up a lot of electronics.
Either that, or we're just watching.
Or the custom parts. Oh.
Either that, or we're watching a mid-roll advert without realising.
No,
Breezer
he's getting
707.
he's got custom PCBs.
Yeah. Right, Breezer 707 asks, "Hi, does anyone know why there's no videos or reviews
There.
from Hornby Magazine YouTube? I don't know, but New Junction is in, or was in earlier on. If he's able to just let us know, probably because they're busy. They've been doing a lot of videos for product launches, product announcements.
Look at the size
So
of
I'm
that.
guessing that they've been very, very busy on that.
That's a lot
John-
of custom electrics.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of the often overlooked aspects of railway building is getting the electrics right. So it goes a long way to remove any problems later on.
And I like how they're clearly set up so you can see exactly what's going on.
Absolutely. Jennifer Horn says, very interesting video showing the planning and construction. And stuff like this that can give people a lot of great ideas.
Also, those braces, so they're not, the PCB isn't straight on the board. There is room behind. That's essential, not just for your wiring, but to make sure that it's got room to breathe. It needs to dissipate
That's why
heat.
they're on those little plastic legs, just to raise them up.
So, Jan, we've got a question here. East Coast Steam says, Jenny, do you get issues with the heat expansion on Weir Yard during the hot summers?
Not especially, no. This room is very, very well insulated, and that means
It's
that
outside now.
not just being warm in winter, but it keeps it cool in summer. Incidentally, the electric saw that you just saw there, it's like a little circular saw on a bracket, they are invaluable. If you even like DIY, cutting firewood, all sorts of stuff, they are a must-have tool. I've got one, and they really are useful. Haywood Junction says, it's always fun making your own bits to run your railway. I'm on DCC++ with a custom touch screen throttle. Absolutely. For
DCC++, what's that?
It'll be some kind of software thing, I'm guessing.
Right.
But absolutely, yeah. And whilst there's people like me who are not that fussed by electrics and find them a bit bamboozling, there's equally a lot of people for whom there's some major enjoyment.
I love custom stuff like that. I'm not good at it myself.
See, the
I can
woodwork-
basic solder, and that's about as far as I get.
The woodworking for me, I love the woodworking.
Yeah,
feel,
you're very much a hands-on person.
Yeah, I always feel a great sense of accomplishment building stuff like that. And I mean I love the way that the plywood has been used, 90-degree angles, getting maximum strength for minimum weight. And this is super duper strong. But I can see here there's some really great work gone into this.
Absolutely. Right, we're going to move on because, like I said, we've put the link in. There's a lot to this video that will explain I'm assuming it will explain a lot. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like James Pett says, for me, electrics, I'm assuming that means you prefer much more than the woodworking. Although Valley's 56XX says, I do not approve of computerized things for the sake of it. But bear in mind that some people actually really enjoy the electrical side of things. It's like the JMRI people at there's always a stand at shows where there's like a huge great big TARDIS of electronics with flashing lights, and all it's doing is shuttling a train up and down. But the electronics is what the people live for on the stand, and it's it's interesting and new and innovative ways of doing things and controlling things.
So,
but don't forget to tickle that like button, share the stream, and also you can check us out over on Patreon. We've had a few new Patreons. We do need to update that. When I get back from work tomorrow, you'll have to sit me down to add the extra Patreon names on.
yes, we'll have to re-record. But hey, it's fine. Right, so what we've got here is a message from Henry Van Wyck.
Absolutely. So this is from Henry Van Wyk. Here is a link to a YouTube video showing the latest South African Railway steam loco I added to my fleet of steam locos. It is a hybrid kit bash stroke scratch built effort.
Wow.
The mechanism coming from a Mehano 462, but the boiler and pipework were all scratch built in brass, white metal. My late dad started this build during the 1980s, and I've just completed it around 40 years later.
Well done. David Scott says, I've made up a name tag with the Monday Club logo for Saturday, if that's okay with Jenny. To be honest with
absolutely,
you, we cannot claim any copyright ownership over the one we use. Because
we should do some name badges at some point for people, or even just like a little badge. Can we? Oh yeah, we were doing the little metal pin badges.
Yeah, I'm designing that, but it's based on the front nameplate of the locomotive. So I can't complain. I can't complain if you use that.
There we go. Beautiful. And
wow,
looks
amazing.
I love the city back scene. That's really good. I like that.
This is very interesting. I love the pipework that was on the front of that locomotive on the boiler. It looked very cool. Look at that. That's just amazing.
It's a 40-year build from start to finish, but certainly the results well worth it. Charlie Chimp says, I'm sticking to classic DC. I'm not very clever with electronics. DCC seems confusing to me.
Jen was very much the same.
I was always the same before, and then for me, when I did make the switch, I never regretted going over to DCC. I found it had a lot of advantages. And yeah, you can.
It's got a light in the front.
You can go a little bit silly with electronics, but you don't
silly with
have
everything.
to. And that's the thing. You don't have to.
This is really cool. I love it. It's got a light on the front. Yeah. It's got interesting stuff on the boiler. I really like it. It's a very cool look.
And I like this light on the three different levels.
Yeah.
Struggling a little bit on the gradient there.
Yeah, but how many locals would?
Yeah, East Coast Steam absolutely is. I feel like DCC simplified things. Downside of DCC is it's easy for locos to hit head on if you're not paying attention.
There is
potentially,
a bit of that,
yes. 57305 Northern Princess says, I'm late. Oh, here he comes, running away with...
A Monday clubber is never late, Frodo Wagons, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Thanks, Gandalf.
I think he's found the biscuits.
Yeah, I think he has. Oh, wow, look at this.
This is so good.
I love this with the multi-layers.
So good. Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, beep.
Choo,
Beep,
choo.
beep, beep, beep,
Loving it. Clive Cobbold, thanks for coming along. See you later. Take care.
Absolutely. You take care as well. I'm going to...
Don't do that.
Excuse me.
No, yeah, now we've got to say that we apologise because that was brought to you by Billy's Replacement Speakers.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. This is really cool. I love the use of the back scene to hide the transition between the layers as well.
Yeah. Clive Cobalt says, guys, I have to go now.
Todo
next
Wagons,
time,
I
guys.
love it.
Please stay safe and well, guys. Goodbye for now. Clive in Northern Ireland. You take care and hopefully see you next time.
Flammer Chairman 1, I love the idea. Yes. Todo Wagons.
Talking of towed brake vans, don't forget that Kerno Model Rail Centre currently have an amazing deal on for a number of their special commission brake vans that includes 2 different types of the towed brake van, as well as a Queen Mary. And I can actually, because I bought into these in a big way, I can actually lean across here.
My goodness.
And pick out one of the wagons. And this is unbelievable value. This very wagon is being sold by Kerno Model Rail Centre for under £10.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I'm a bit annoyed because I paid the going rate for it.
Yeah, you paid a fair amount. Oh, while you're at Warley, do have a look out for some cheap, nice European or American N-gauge.
Engage.
Because I'd
Certainly
really
will.
like a little big boy.
But also...
Thank you so much for that, Henry.
But also, they've got two different types of toads. One in BR grey and one in olive green. I'm just looking to see...
You'll have to be quick before they all get towed away.
The olive green one's been put away. It was on the layout, but certainly well worth picking up. And if they've got any left, they will have them at Warley. So a really great investment. And to be honest, the grey one, if they have any available left at Warley, I'm going to pick that up and then I'll have the trio. Right, I'm going to put this back. Right, so what time are we on? How many more videos?
We are on 20 past 8, Jan.
Right here.
Got a fair few coming.
Right.
Okay, Mark Wilson, you appear to have sent in photos of the real place again. But we'll show them anyway because
Yes,
they are
oh,
very
yeah,
pretty.
Yes. So this is Mark Wilson, who's probably already going, no, my bargains. But
This looks
thank you so
fantastic.
much. Yeah, it's some amazing models, and it's everything is perfect from the model to the backgrounds to the lighting. And even some of the small details, so well done. So thank you so much for that. Next slide, please.
Oh.
A pair of westerns here. The weathering, really, really nice. I do like those trolleys as well. There's like those little engineers trolleys
Yeah,
on
little
the track
bits on
too.
it, all over the place.
And James Pett says, I love that gantry. And look to me like one of the ratio Pratt Truss gantries. Ben
Yeah.
Tullett says Kono models tend to be at Warley as well. I believe they will be there. I wonder what other shiny items they will have. Loads.
Now this is what really sells it. They're not flat colours on the people. He's got different
Highlights and lowlights.
Yes.
Mm.
It's essential. What's that there? Is that?
It's like a little like you.
Oh
And
right,
it's
so
like
it's
pump.
not a bird.
No, it's a pump
Right.
for pumping the fluid out of the drum.
Pumping up the jam.
Yeah, pump it up.
Pump up the jam. Pump it up.
So really, really nice here.
Very cool.
Dave Holloway asks, what are your thoughts on flickering
Wow.
firebox on locos? A welcome added detail or a gimmick at extra cost? Now the
You're
funny
a
thing,
bit-
the thing about I don't think that they add a huge amount of cost, to be honest with you, because it's fairly simple addition of some LEDs and
Smelly D's.
LEDs. And I like it. It adds a little bit of something extra that you can do on DCC especially. And they're particularly effective if you've got a sound decoder so that the firebox flicker ties in with the sound of shoveling coal.
That is so well
For
done.
me, I think I'd have more concern over sprung buffers for the extra cost that they add.
I'm going to say I'm a bit different on that one because I've seen in your reviews some firebox flicker that you simply cannot see.
Yeah, when they're really dim, it's like, what was the point in that? But
Not
there
even
are
that. Some of the ones with the cab where it's almost entirely enclosed, but there's a firebox flicker in there. So if you angle yourself just at the right point while it's going round, you can see it. What's the point?
Oh yeah. I see. I like it. I do like it, but
Ooh.
But yeah, so I like that. I've got the one there in grey primer as well. It's an interesting touch.
Yes, it is.
John JMC says, I approve of Firebox Glow. I do as well. I think Firebox Glow and lights, working lights, they are good. For me,
When it's done right, yeah, sure.
sprung buffers are the area which I think are a wasted effort, an additional cost. Now these are some of the West Hill Wagon Works products, incidentally.
This is very well done.
So like the engine block there, that looks to be, is that a Maybach engine or an MAN engine from a Western or a warship?
I don't know. But look at this. It looks like this wood grain.
Looks like
It's
real
not-
wood.
Yeah, it's not completely. What's the word? It's not perfect. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, but the real world's not perfect.
Exactly. That's why it looks real.
James Petts, though, says, I approve of sprung buffers.
It depends on what you're doing with them. Same with the Firebox flicker. It depends on what it's being put to use on.
I do like the Leyland FG. Now, when I was at school, there were still some Leyland FGs, that type of lorry around. I can remember a local coal merchant up towards Edgerton had one, so I used to see it an awful lot. At the time, I thought they were quite
really
peculiar cabs with that door towards the back and that sort of cut-out wraparound glass.
It looks like someone's sawn the back off it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but now sadly missed. You know, I didn't appreciate the Leyland FG when they were still on the roads. I mean, now you almost never see them.
Now we get a proper look at that grey primer one. Looks like they're spraying it down. That is very well done.
Yeah, they'll be rubbing it down. It's so it's a really nice detail addition to this model because you just wouldn't normally see them in the primer like that.
But look, he's actually spraying it down. There's the tanks of the paint.
Oh, right.
So he's spraying it down before you paint it.
So,
and there it is finished.
Yeah. And Ben Tullett says, I was at one of Mark Wilson's modelled locations on Friday evening attending a popular German Christmas market, where the location has changed a lot. I suspect this is Swindon Works. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath identifies that engine was a Western engine. Worthington Model Railway says, I went to a train show in Sioux Falls, SD last Saturday. Most of the layouts were more toy trains than the more realistic layouts that you see in the UK. Oh.
SD, South Dakota?
Yes. Hot Dog Pilot 63 says, what happened to national carriers? I think they got bought out. They became part of... Did they become BRS, part of BRS, British Road Services, which were then bought out by XL Logistics, and are now, actually, you can trace the lineage to DHL, who bought out XL Logistics. So I think that's what happened to them.
This is an amazing layout.
Absolutely, and you look at the attention to detail, the lighting, everything about them is perfect. So I always I'd love
patches of.
Do you know what I'd love to see? And I think that Richard Watson of New Junction is hanging around, and he knows the right people. He works at Hornby magazine. So Richard Watson, make it happen. Invite Mark Wilson to bring some of these to shows. These are showstoppers. I would love to see these at some of the shows that Hornby magazine organised.
Oh my goodness.
So please invite Mark Wilson to bring some of these to shows.
He's modelled condensation on dirty windows. That is
really
amazing.
Well done.
That is
I like
so
those
well
weighing
done.
machines as well.
Yeah.
Really well done. Worthington Model Railway confirms, yes, SD is South Dakota.
Some of this, if you told me it was a photo, I would believe you.
It is really nicely done.
It's so well done.
Brilliant. Josh's Railway Adventures says it's always good to see Mark Wilson's photos as they are amazing. And Peter Jackson Cheadle, he's reminded that Mark Wilson had one of his in the Hornby calendar. So it does mean that he is eligible to be invited to the Great Electric Train Show. So Richard Watson, New Junction. Please make it happen. Get Mark Wilson invited.
Get him booked. Get him booked.
Get him invited to next year's Great Electric Train Show with some of these dioramas because they are incredible.
Yeah, they really are.
So, really enjoying these. And it's the weathering as well. The weathering, the lighting, everything about these really is
so well done.
Superb. Oh, I've got that same model, D836.
You've got everything.
I think that's powerful. In fact, mine is clean. So, yeah, D836. There we go. That's the same model. That's how it started out. So there you are, see?
Yes. Is there a reason you stuck it right up my nose?
because we needed to
Sniff
sniff
this.
it.
Sniff it.
That's
Sniff
actually
it.
that's one of the locomotives that I'm hoping to get the sound fitted at Warley.
Thanks for sending that in, Mark. That was amazing.
Absolutely, always a pleasure, Mark. Thank you so much. Worthington Model Railway says, I'm 26 miles from the South Dakota border. Sioux Falls is 90 minutes away. Flymo Chairman 1 says there was a road line depot at Crieff, but it was absorbed after the railway closed. Jennifer Horton says Mark Wilson has to be one of the best modelers around at the moment. Such an eye for detail. Absolutely. I think at some point we should try and arrange to see whether Mark Wilson would be willing for us to actually go and visit and interview him.
Or for him to come on the Monday Club.
It depends where he lives and whether he wants to travel to us. But
I understand.
If he is willing for us to travel to him, we can film these things
through the railway room.
Through the railway room door.
So next up we have one from Edward Elric.
So this is.
We have seen this layout before, but this is his latest progress video.
So this is the narrow gauge video so far, and Wangok says time for my tea, so I'll say bye.
Take
See
care
you next
and
week.
thanks for coming.
Take care.
Ooh, this
and
is
Jerry
looking
BVR,
beautiful.
absolutely. Mark Wilson, our answer to Luke Towan.
Now we saw this when it was still in progress. That looks.
It's coming
pretty
together.
much finished.
Not quite. There's still a bit of ballasting on the track to do, but certainly that has come together really nice.
I'm really liking it. Yeah, this is very
absolutely. So, is that repeated? I think.
Yes, it's a shot. It looks very good, though. I'm really impressed.
So look, thank you so much for that. Really enjoyed that, and it just shows that you don't need a lot of space.
Absolutely.
For a narrow gauge 009 type layout. That is, you're showing people all of my tabs. Have I got anything embarrassing?
No, you haven't.
No, that's fine. I was thinking I didn't have any porn tabs on there.
No, you're a good girl, my dear.
I'll be honest, doesn't interest me, but yeah, it's good for a joke. Right, so who have we got up next? This is Harry Sedgwick. It says, hi Jennifer and Zoe, this is my video. Train models. It's Workington Model Rail Exhibition 2018. It's called Alt Bank Junction 00 gauge layout. Running 2 trains on a main line. The LMS Black 5 with the passenger train and the LMS 8F with the freight train, including passing on sidings and BR08 diesel shunter. Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Gronk it up!
Gronk it up!
Not a cult.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for tax purposes, not a cult.
For tax purposes, we're a perfectly legitimate organisation. Honest.
And don't forget that you can get your Gronk It Up t-shirts and hoodies. You'll find them in the little shop down below. Do please stock up. Because the more people we can get out there wearing the merch, the better.
I'm still amazed I saw a guy walk past our house wearing a Gronk It Up shirt.
Yeah. So Heritage Studio says, I attempted to try making concrete for my 09 layout. Let's just say it needed ripping up.
Oh,
sorry
I'm
to hear
sorry
that.
to hear that.
I've heard some people say, I've never tried it, but if you mix actual cement powder, just the cement powder, with water and PVA, you can actually make quite passable concrete out of that.
Wow.
You just don't add the sand.
Fair enough.
Oh, I do. Those pressed wind
good.
silos do look nice. I do like those. The yellow ones always benefit from some weathering, like you see there, because when they're clean, the yellow is.
That was very short.
Very, very short, but thank you so much. J. Paul Anderson absolutely says lovely work by Mark Wilson as always. Yes. And Raymond Legs has gronked it up. Valleys56XX suggests the hashtag gronk it up, all one word. We should try and push that more. Because let's face it, there's nobody
but I'm
left
not on Twitter anymore.
Can I just say, there's nobody left on Twitter to stop us from doing that.
And that's the thing, I'm not on Twitter anymore, so it's up to you guys.
Absolutely. Now, Philip Page says, hi from the Kitchen Railway Company of West Orton. Aha, local boy.
Local boy.
Local boy. DMU weekend at Bury. I hope you enjoy watching and look out for the teddy bear. Oh, the teddy bear. Oh, hello, Teddy. No, we can't do that. Who'd clear up the mess?
No.
Oh. Cupboard monkey, I think you need to sleep with one eye open because Teddy's got your number. Right.
Is it 69? Ooh.
Right, what? Stop it! This is not a Bill and Ted moment. So,
69, dudes.
So, oh, there's that class 150.
I don't know, but that was a mustache you could trust.
Hey, wow, that's a bit modern, but I suppose they're being retired. So, yeah, Twitter
Christmas
does
one.
still exist, sort of. There's nobody moderating on it. They've all left.
The Gronk It Up Club needs to print some leaflets to hand out to passers-by, extolling the virtues of Gronks to the unbelievers.
Sarah Davies says the Gronk It Up Club need to print some leaflets to hand out to passers-by, extolling the virtues of Gronks to the unbelievers. Anybody
I
who's...
just said that!
Oh, sorry.
I just read... Jen doesn't listen to me, and now you have proof.
Roger Wollstoneham says Queen Mary ordered. Looks nice, less than £10. Absolutely. And don't forget, if there's a little box for comments, do say Jennifer Kirk sent me. Pacer 144?
Beep beep. That's a Pacer bus, the train that never dies.
Look, it's like it's got more people on than it normally did in everyday service.
I don't know. I think you haven't seen how packed some of them were when I was going to work.
Yeah. So is this?
I collapsed on a train once because of overheating.
Is this a Derby lightweight?
Doesn't look like
Actually, because the Derby lightweight, very peculiar. It's very successful in preservation, but actually an early candidate for withdrawal. Wow. Yeah, and Valley's 56XX, absolutely.
Look at all the people sticking their heads out.
Yeah, all careful, there's a tunnel coming up.
Yeah.
Jennifer Horton says, big news tonight is the Apple App Store and Apple Events guy, Phil Schiller, has deactivated his Twitter account. If Apple Store drops the Twitter app, it's all over. Ooh.
I don't think they'll drop the app.
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath has corrected me. That is, in fact, a Class 104. So thanks for that. Shows
but
what
they're
I
right.
know.
If Apple drops the app, that's it.
Why would they drop the app, though?
Yeah, I don't think they will.
They might, as users, say we're not bothering it to use it anymore. But in terms of dropping the app, it would take a lot to drop that.
I don't see it.
Harry Sedgwick says that Pacer is it Class 144, number 144009.
009.
Yeah, that's
two better than
that's
007.
a Class 105 though. That one, isn't it?
No, it says B2.
I think that's a Class 105. Yeah. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says that is a 105.
B2 or not B2?
So the 104 is quite different.
Hi Zach, how you doing?
Big hello to Zach. Great to see you in.
It's a nice video.
Oh yeah, this is from the yard at the top end where the museum is. So this is literally when you see trains go into a tunnel at the north end of Bury Bolton Street Station. This is the other end of that short tunnel, which effectively just goes underneath the dual
Alfonso
carriageway.
Laporte says that 144 is in a fictional livery from a TV show.
Oh, so they've been using it for filming something.
Yeah.
So this is the 104, right? I know that now. See, learning.
Simon Train says everyone's jumping to Mastodon for the new Twitter, which is complicated as hell. Yeah, I'm not going to Mastodon. I'm going back to just blogging and YouTube. I'm sick to death of learning new social media things. Finding out that no one's coming over and then having to move on.
So this is the 105. It's coming off the what used to actually just be a cord that connected between the Manchester to Bacup line to the
Bake Off. What?
Yeah, to the Haywood to ultimately it ended up at Bolton line. And funnily enough, for certain angles, you can still see the bridge that the railway line went under that has been filled in, but the bridge is still there, and it's a steel girder bridge, and they just filled in underneath it. But the girders are still there. It's most peculiar.
Ben Tullett says that I never had any interest in Twitter, Facebook, or similar since day one of their life. What was that?
Now that was an issue with the train going all the way around.
Even the likes of MSN Messenger back in the day never interested me. I had ICQ, MSN.
Oh god, yeah, I remember ICQ. Is that still exist or not?
Technically, yeah. I was such an early user of ICQ that my
your number was really low.
Yeah,
wasn't
my
it?
number had one less digit than all of my friends, which kind of suggests, and you'd be right to think this, that I got on there before I knew anyone.
Yes, it's like, oh, here's the teddy bear. Teddy bear.
Aw.
Oh, it's pulling the class 105, is it? 105 is running. You can see the blue exhaust.
I always like the ICQ sound for someone coming in, like oh, and the flowers.
Oh, good fun that.
James Pett says, I still remember my ICQ number. I think mine was 30067 or something like that. It was ridiculously low.
I don't remember mine.
You had 8 digits, wow. Of course, the Class 105 Cravens unit, exhaust pipe in the centre of the guard's van, rattled like crazy when at speed.
I can imagine. It'll probably get quite warm as well, not pleasant in summer. Yeah, Philip Page, I understand it'd be better with sound, but
unfortunately, we can't tell.
We
how
can't
high
hear it. And Valley's 56XX says, I've been on eBay since 1999. You and me both, actually. Donget's Model Railway.
I can beat you both. I've been on there since pretty much it started. And you know why? It was the only way to find weird old comics.
Well, I went on there. Yeah, it was for collecting stuff back when it wasn't all about. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it was about if you're collecting stuff. It was a brilliant place to go. It wasn't all about gouging you and cheap.
That was brilliant. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had to get a few comics from my sister. She wanted a certain thing that Alice Cooper had done years ago, and it was the only place to get them. Right,
Flymo Channel says, I've read of an infill going ahead and being reversed by a group as the council had no planning permission. Actually, the story, it was Highways England infilled a railway bridge on actually what would become the missing link in between Kirby Stephen East at the Stainmore Railway and the line up to Warcop. And despite people protesting against this, they went ahead. They were warned they needed planning permission. They claimed that they didn't need it. The county council begged to differ and forced them to reverse it, and at great expense, they're having to dig the bridge out and repair it. Alfonso Lapulsa says, right, okay, are you ready with the trombone there, Gandalf?
Don't give it away.
Alfonso Lapulsa says, ICQ is what happens at the Antarctic Snooker Championship. Right.
I first heard of eBay on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, says Sarah Davis. Oh my goodness. How? Oh my goodness.
Wasn't the first thing ever sold on eBay the guy who founded it's broken printer?
It was a broken something, yes.
Right,
so basically a test.
So this is from Colin Weaver, who says, "Hi Zoe, I'm brackets and Jenny." This is a diesel running session from Kumpenkur. Try saying it's Kumpenkuru.
All right.
Oh, Kumpenkuru.
Oh, of course, yeah.
All the locos are sound fitted, so the stationary bits are either engine power up or engine power down sounds. I don't expect you to enable sound. If you do skip forward, second loco starts at 4:30, third loco at 6:15, 2 locos run together from 8. So we can't show the entire video, but we will have a look through. And yes, Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath, it was Great Musgrave Bridge. Sarah Davis says, ICQ is also what happens when you watch too much Star Trek. Alfonso the Pulsar, I like that. Come for the trains, stay for the dad jokes.
Absolutely.
Crane Chimney is deliberately missing.
Oh.
Yeah. Funnily enough, that little building there is Hornby Scaledale range, and it's one of those on the War of the Worlds layout.
Big orange grunk.
Grunk, 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 grunk.
Jaffa kick, grunk.
Grunk
Jaffa
it
kick,
up.
grunk.
Grunk
Jaffa
it
kick,
up.
grunk.
Grunk it up.
This is lovely.
DCC controlled lights. Is that from the DCC Concepts layout lighting system? David, it's my mother Railway, says eBay. Canadian Mark Fraser purchased the first item that eBay founder Pierre Omidyar listed on the site in 1995.
A broken laser pointer.
Oh, I knew
it wasn't a printer, it was a pointer.
Right. Interesting.
So this is a tumble station.
Mr. Tumble.
Here it goes. Mr. Tumble was amazing.
Mr. Tumble is amazing. Not was, is amazing.
Not quite Timmy Mallet amazing, but pretty good.
Yeah, and let's face it, I mean, like, it's well after our time of being interested in kids' TV, but I have to say, Mr. Tumble, legend.
Yes. Dunk the Jaffa Grunk.
Oh, I approve of the bridge.
That is
love the bridge.
Now, here's an interesting question for you, Jen.
Yeah?
East Coast Steam would like to know, do you have any locomotives on your do not buy ever list?
I have no interest whatsoever in owning a Class 67.
Why is that?
I don't know, just don't like it aesthetically, time periods. Other things that I would never consider buying. I don't like
Station.
I don't like Black Fives.
Wow.
I look at them.
Fighting words from Alice Clark.
I look at them and think, Oh, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says Mr. Tumble was in Manchester earlier this year.
Oh, I wish I'd known
Legend.
That.
He is a legend, that man. He is like he's like Timmy Mallet, but for a newer generation.
For the new generation.
Yeah.
But still, you know. Now here's one. Simon Train's Model Railway Showcase says, Tumble Station, change here for Weed Station.
Big hello to Deepen Friendship and Maintain the World Peace, and also JD 1533 Workshop. Says, hello again, Jenny from NYC.
Hello.
A big hello to you. Stevie Films says 67 is a facelift gone too far. And Warbly Productions says, you won't like my video tonight. It's not that
we
I
like
don't...
all videos.
Yeah,
don't
we do. It's like I just wouldn't bother buying them for my layout. And SHGP Media says blasphemy, burn the heretic.
We don't burn heretics. This is Britain.
Yes, we're in a smokeless zone.
we just tut.
Yes.
Does Mr. Tumble eat cream cakes? I don't know.
Look at the loco with the lights on in the top.
I know it's coming.
Yeah, it's like that episode of Knight Rider where Car first.
Oh my goodness, that was so well. The way they introduced Car, that was so well done.
Yeah, is that a T9 in London South Western Railway livery? Just the extreme right there.
Don't know. Mr. Tumble isn't a legend if you work in preschool. I hear his voice daily.
Oh, sorry, Posh Dan.
Is this train coming or not? It is. Here it is.
There
beep,
it
beep.
Oh, it's a 67. I don't really have anything against it. It's just not my not my bag, baby.
The 67's like when that bug alien from Men in Black pulls the human face back.
And Egg Rider says it is a T9.
Opening another window to find out who Mr. Tumble is. You will be amazed. He is kind of hypnotic when he gets going.
But
he teaches kids sign-assisted language, so he's talking while signing.
But it's like it's good, wholesome fun. Let's just say that he's the kind of kids entertainer that you would happily put your child in front of the TV to watch, and could leave the room knowing that all will be
knowing
well.
that he's not going to tell them to stick their fingers in anything wrong, like a plug socket or the fire.
It's basically a kid's entertainer that every parent goes, you know what, he's all right. Right.
So it's going to be terrible if something happens.
Sarah Davis says...
Because we said the same thing about certain other people, didn't we, in the past?
Yeah. Sarah Davis says, the Class 72 is ugly, but I want one. The Class 72? I wasn't aware there was a Class 72.
This is the next train. Jenny.
This will be
one.
Class 57? The bodies. Oh no, it's a 47.
Isambard Kingdom Brunel.
Ah.
That is a name you can trust.
Yeah, Royal Train there.
To cause immense explosive damage. And I saw the thingamajig. The TARDIS. Beep beep.
Yeah. Oh, TARDIS spotted.
Here we go. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Loving this.
Beep, beep, beep.
There's
beep,
a
beep,
lot
beep.
going on this layout.
Yeah. Nice. East Coast team reminds us that Timmy Mallet used to hit kids with Pinky Punky.
He absolutely did. And then someone complained and it wasn't as fun anymore.
Yeah. But hey, we were kids. We'd have queued up to be hit by Timmy Mallet.
And I remember the series he changed it and he said, yeah, I'm not allowed to hit people on the head with the hammer anymore. So now he just had 2 giant buttons that he smacked with a hammer instead. It's like, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
I want to go on and get smacked in the head with a hammer.
Sarah Davis does point out that Mr. Tumble wasn't around in the 70s, so you're okay to leave the kids with him.
That is true.
Oh, interesting. Jerry BVR said Mr. Tumble did the voice for Shaun the Sheep movie. Didn't know that.
And he uses the Mercaton Sign Language, very basic signing for young children, something advised for people who work with severe educational needs children, which is cool. It is. I like that sort of stuff because it's just very inclusive,
Absolutely.
but not going out of your way to say, look, hey, kids, we're down with the kids and we're really exclusive.
Yeah.
And they say, no, just come in. You can be part of it. I like that.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's great. So,
Valleys56XX says, I like big buffers and I cannot lie. Woohoo!
Right. Anyway, look. Thank you very much.
This has been
We're
great.
going to we are going to move on because we want to try and get through some more of the videos that have been sent in. But thank you so much for that. Really do.
Do you want to try and pronounce that again?
Diesel Day at Kumpenkuru.
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 Yeah. Remember Boots? BWTS? The W's are
Ooh, okay,
ooh
right.
sound.
Okay.
Ooh.
Don't forget to tickle that like button, share this video to social media, and if you haven't already done so, do please consider subscribing to the channel. We've also got a full merch store down below, check it out, and of course, home of the Gronk It Up t-shirt and hoodie. Can you get it on a mug as well?
Yes.
Hey, you can
Well,
have
you
it.
could last time I looked.
Also, don't forget that you
it
can check
disappeared
us
from
out
sale
over
for a while.
on Patreon as well.
I was very upset because they didn't tell me it had disappeared from sale.
Right, so I think we've got 8 minutes left to go. So this is 20096 and 2107. Take B161306 Mayflower home to crew.
Here we go. This one's from Richard Swiderski.
Richard Swiderski has said TARDIS near signal near RAF building.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
I hit it,
Yeah, you
but
did.
not well enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Choo choo.
That's going at some speed.
There's some power to that train. Look at that. 3 locomotives to pull 1 carriage. That's got to be a really heavy carriage.
Beep beep. 3 locos, no waiting.
I do like that livery on locomotives. It's the Doncaster Green,
It is nice.
but with the British Railways written out as full and the British Rail number on them. They're really, really good.
That was very cool.
Flymo Chairman 1, thank you so much for sharing the link to where you can also order the Monday Club wagon. And just to remind you that at Warley this coming weekend, we will be having a meetup, Monday Club meetup on both days, Saturday and Sunday, 1400, that's 2 in the afternoon, by the full-sized prototype PAL brick, so you can actually see the wagon that the William Loudon Sons PAL brick is modelled after.
Jenny, while
Sarah Davis says meant class 70, not 72.
while I bring up the next video, do we have a sponsor for today's episode?
Absolutely. Today's Monday Club live stream is sponsored by Rails of Sheffield, who will buy second-hand items from single items through to full collections. Sell to the name you trust for the best price. They'll pay either cash, same day, or alternatively you can get store credit if you want to trade up for something new. Sell to the name you can trust. The link down below, it's Rails of Sheffield, the friendly family-run and owned business. So sell to the name you can trust. They won't cherry pick from your collection. Will buy anything and everything that you want to get rid of. Right. So this is from Pete Buss. It says, hi Jenny stroke Zoe. This is a 5-minute, 5-second video. That's awfully precise. 5-minute, 5-second video of an 009 layout called Orista, which is loosely based on a mix of UK and European working and rolling stock and has 3 levels in operation. An interesting bit is at approximately 3:20 to 3:35, where 3 trains are all running into a tunnel together, in case you need to skip through the whole video.
Let's have a look at this.
Okie doodly dokie.
I do like what Dongit has said there. The only problem with teaching all kids sign language is now we have a generation of confused parents that don't understand what their kids are doing. Yeah, we had that before though. It's called the 80s. What's this technology thing? What are you doing? Why is that making a beeping sound? What's printing? Why are you showing me this? What? I don't understand.
This is nice.
This is a really nice layout, yeah.
Oh, I like the little... I'm sure I've seen this at a show. Was this at Getz?
It might have been, yeah.
I've got a feel. I've definitely seen this layout before.
I like that.
Oh, I like that logo.
Oh, that's so cool.
A little War Department jobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
This is very cool. Oh, there's a little tea wagon like I made.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the little tea hut.
Yeah, but it's got birds in it. Tweet, 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 tweet. I'm loving this.
So we've got multi-levels going on here. This is really nice. David Scott says, time to go. Hope to see some of you at Warley on Saturday. Good night. Good night to you too. Been great to have you.
Take care. Thanks for coming along.
Don't forget as well that Wednesday we have an exclusive first look at the Torpedo wagon that you'll see. It's been running all Monday Club. It's the working livery sample of the forthcoming KR models Torpedo Molten Iron wagon.
I'm just going to jump this a little bit forward.
I think he said 340, isn't it? Oh, look at those slate wagons.
You do love the slate wagons.
And look at that.
So this is 009.
Yeah, 009. And technically the European stuff would be HOE. But,
Oi.
Yes.
This is very, very nice.
Absolutely. I do approve of narrow gauge.
Right, so I think we're coming up to the money shot, as I say.
Interesting little diesel there at the front.
Yes.
And it has to be said that there's some really great locomotives and rolling stock that you can find in HOE, which is basically HOE is to 009, what HO is to 00. But you can get some really great stuff. Oh, that doof money shot. Doof. Oh yes.
Nice.
Nice. So thank you so much for that. Really, really great. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to jump on.
Layout. There's like little bits that go here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, I love the several levels, which means that you can get a lot going in a smaller space.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
So,
Railway on an Iron Age hill fort. That would be cool. Oh, yeah. That would be cool. Right, we're going to have to jump on because there is one more. Warper Productions says that their video is only a minute long.
So we can squeeze it in. James Pett says, I approve of the money shot.
Egg Rider says, not sure if the Mr. Tumble chat started because of the name of my station on my layout. Tumble is a real location in Gwendraith Valley.
Near where I lived as chat. Aha! Sorry, we...
Yeah, but we saw Tumble and started talking about Mr. Tumble, because that's what we do.
Monday Club, home of the tangent. Come for the trains, leave wondering how the hell you got onto this topic.
So, if you could read that out.
This is from Dale Williams. There's a quick video of today's steam loco movement on the Trent Valley line of the West Coast Main Line. After the 2 moves we had last week of Black 5 45231, the Sherwood Forester with A4 4498 Sir Nigel Gresley, and then West Country Class 34067 Tangier, and we're yet another pass through Atherstone today in the rain again, this time Black 5 44971, as it headed to Southall in readiness for some festive rail tours. The Black 5 was running 3 minutes down as it passed on the up fast, at about 60 miles per hour, so the video is not overly long, but I have put 3 still at the end to let people see the loco in more detail.
Here we go. So this is from Warbler Productions.
So we just...
Yeah, Jerry BVR, you're telling me.
What?
This is a quick 2 hours.
Absolutely. Malcolm Moore asks, did you get the
I
video?
don't know.
So wow, that is
going at some lick.
That is hauling bottom.
Like, choo choo, my darlings, I'm coming.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, Malcolm Moore asks, did you get their video?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Wow, that was hauling bottom.
Yeah, that was going at some lick. It's like, I'm late to get home. Very, very nicely done. Thank you so much for everyone who sent these videos in. It's been so, and it's gone on. Just there we are. Gone on to 9 o'clock. So we're gonna
have to cut and run because I've got work in the morning. But
yes.
Thank you so much for everybody who sent in photos and videos. We did try and get through them all, but as
we
always,
will have to do a longer session at some point. I'm thinking maybe at Christmas we'll get through by then. But don't quote me on that, because let's face it, I have been wrong in the past. I thought we'd have caught up by now, and we didn't.
But look,
so who was asking? Malcolm Moore.
Malcolm Moore.
Yes, we did. You know, that was live. Yes, we did get your video. It's in the list and will definitely be played next week, because
so we're looking at next week
close to when we're getting there.
Good night to everyone. We are going to have to cut and run because, as I said before, I have got work really, really early in the morning. But thank you so much. We're going to be having the Monday Club Warley meetup. 1400, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, both Saturday and Sunday, by the Pal Brick, which is the full-size prototype which the William Loudon Sons Monday Club wagon is based on. You can still order that at the link in the description box down below, and that takes you through to Rails of Sheffield, so you can order it with confidence, and we're expecting delivery in January early next year. So just got time for me to say thanks everybody for joining us. It's been so great to have you company. And until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, and the Cupboard Monkey.
Heritage Celsius will be on next week to the NEC show. Yes, it will. We
do not miss the Monday Club.
Monday is coming around every week.
Absolutely. So there will be a post-Warley debrief on the Monday Club. So until then, you guys take great care of yourself. This is me, Jenny Kirk, and the Cupboard Monkey, and Gandalf.
Of course.
Saying bye for now.
Take care and good night.
See you later.
Good night, Todo Wagons.
Hey,
The train now departing is the 2102 service to Warley, stopping at Grove Street Yard, Bolton Trinity Road, a lot of other places. Eindhoven, because we got lost. Then on to Pittsburgh, we don't know how, but you know, it's always worth having a look. And then back round to Weir Yard, because we need to go back and retrace our steps. Then on to Warley. That's the 2102 service to Warley. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was has gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night. Hey Jen, what's this button do?
Oh, you just put a cork in it. Oh. If it didn't sound so fake.
If it didn't sound so fake, that would be believable.
Yes.
What's this other button do?
Oh no, it's the invisible clown horn. At Valley's 56XX, Yes, the answer is Daypole. Congratulations. Go to the top of the class and sharpen all the pencils.
And then come back down.
Yes. Yeah, Ben, tell it. There's no sound locos on the track. I've discovered.
In that case, woo woo, chuff 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 chuff, woo woo.
Absolutely. So just got time for me to say thanks everybody for coming.
And
you guys
thanks
take
to Rails of Sheffield for sponsoring the video tonight.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. And until next time, take care. Bye for now.